It's time to take 5. Now you know.
Most of us understand the ramifications for an individual driving while intoxicated. But what are the rights of individuals who are injured as a result of someone having been overserved at a bar or restaurant? With us today is Brian Denney of the law firm of Searcy Denney to explain what you need to know. Brian, can an establishment be held responsible for someone having been overserved on their premises?
Yes, typically in two scenarios. The first is if an establishment willfully, and that's what the statute says, willfully serves a minor, that's someone under the age of 21, of course, when we're talking about alcohol. If they willfully serve a minor, and as a result of that, the minor either goes out afterwards and hurts him or herself or someone else. That's number one. Number two, as far as adults are concerned, they can be responsible if the establishment knowingly, which is also by statute, serves someone who they should know is habitually addicted to alcohol. That's what the statute says. And of course, if that person then goes out after being overserved and hurts someone else, the establishment can be responsible.
And who can bring a claim?
In those scenarios, the minor who's overserved, if they go out and do something that causes them harm, they can bring a claim. The adult who is habitually addicted to alcohol, if they go out after being overserved and hurt themselves, they can bring a claim. But much more commonly is the third party who had nothing to do with any of this, who's minding their own business, and the minor comes along in the car or whatever they're doing, or the adult who's habitually addicted to alcohol comes along and hurts them, they can also bring a claim against the person who hurt them and the establishment where they were served.
And how do you prove that the establishment willfully or unlawfully sold alcohol to someone under the legal drinking age?
The way we usually do that is by taking discovery, and that's when we take sworn testimony after you file a lawsuit. Things we'll look for is what are the policies and procedures that the establishment has in place? Are they taking people's IDs and checking to see whether they're 21 and under? Or is it the kind of place where they look the other way, right? We all know there's places out there like that, unfortunately. And we'll talk to witnesses to see whether anyone asked for an ID at the time. We can talk to the wait staff or whatever kind of facility it is. We'll talk to the employees, and we can figure out a lot that way.
So what does it mean for an establishment to knowingly serve someone who is habitually addicted to alcohol?
This question deals with the adults. If an establishment knowingly serves someone who's habitually addicted to alcohol, they are responsible, or can be responsible, I should say, for any of the harm that may result from that. So just to give you a common scenario, let's say John Doe is a regular at a bar, right? John Doe comes in there every weekend. He sits at the bar. He gets visibly intoxicated. He slurs his words. He staggers around. He stumbles out the door. The wait staff, the folks at the bar, they observe this frequently, yet they keep serving him when he comes in. If that person were to go out and injure someone, we would have a pretty good case that they knew that this person was habitually addicted to alcohol and they could be responsible.
Many people are aware of the criminal penalties that come with drug and alcohol abuse. But what are the other legal ramifications of substance abuse in the civil matter?
If you make a choice to do that, if you become intoxicated, get behind the wheel of a car, or do something to hurt someone else, you can also be responsible in a civil lawsuit. Sometimes the insurance companies will not cover you if you go out and do that. And sometimes we, as the lawyers representing the victim, can ask for something called punitive damages, where we can punish someone financially who decides to make a really bad decision and go out and hurt somebody while under the influence. So don't ever do it.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you.
If you have any questions about the rights of individuals who are injured as a result of someone having been overserved at a bar or restaurant, just visit searcylaw.com.